It's a day of celebration in Eatonville, Florida, the nation's oldest African-American township.
This is a pretty big day in the Eatonville community, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Joe R. Lee Day. It's definitely.
A who's who from the Central Florida community is gathering to open the new Joe R. Lee branch of the Boys and Girls Club. Since 1999, this double-wide portable has been the Eatonville branch, serving over 100 boys and girls every day. Today, they move from this to this. 10,000 square feet of classrooms, media rooms, game rooms, computers, books, a kitchen, and more. The tools to build a bright future. This day has been more than 5 years in the making and wouldn't be possible without Darden Restaurants and retired chairman and CEO Joe Lee.
We went to Joe about 10 years ago and asked him to chair a major capital campaign effort. And with his leadership and the grace in which he did things and the heart that he has for the work that we do, we were able to raise about $18 million.
Today they come to celebrate a bright future for the youth of Eatonville and to honor a humble man from very modest beginnings who rose to become one of America's true corporate icons.
Joe is a remarkable success story. He was general manager of the very first Red Lobster restaurant back in 1968. And by 1975, he was president of Red Lobster. By 1995, he was CEO of Darden Restaurants. He is in many ways the so-called self-made man.
I was always in awe of Joe, and he never liked you to be in awe of him because he was just a humble guy from Georgia, but don't let that fool you because he's one sharp cookie. Not only was he leading this company into great things, but he had has a huge, passionate heart.
Joe R. Lee. Joe.
I'm reminded of what my grandfather told me, when you've made the sale, shut up. And I should just go back down there.
As he always does, as he's renowned for, Joe deflects all personal praise onto others.
The volunteers, the staff, the people that make Boys and Girls Club go round are changing our future in a very positive way.
Joe is succeeded as Darden chairman and CEO by Clarence Otis Jr., who continues building upon Lee's legacy of community involvement.
I know from working with Joe all these years just how passionate he is about this country. And as a result of that, how passionate he is about making sure that the young people in this country have the opportunity to realize their full potential.
Everybody ready?
2, 1. Go!
Down. And we need, as Americans, we need to worry more about, be more concerned about, and work more aggressively to help the future generations have the opportunities we've had. Starts with education, and that's the fundamental place Boys and Girls Club starts, and then it has all the other things.
We can change the world, we can change the community if we invest in things that work for children, and that's what we strive for every day, and Joe is an example of that par excellence.
I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for us. It makes a tremendous difference.
Well,
it really does.
I thank you for what you and your team do every day in and day out.
Joe Lee is the uncommon common man who never forgot his roots despite climbing to the very top of the corporate ladder.
To be able to honor him in this way is important to us. I think it's very appropriate because he was dedicated, has been a dedicated person when it comes to the Boys and Girls Club.
His philosophy, his whole work ethic, and his whole demeanor, I mean, it's what every community needs to survive. And without people like Joe Lee, we wouldn't have this beautiful facility right here.
Yeah, one of the first members of this club out of the portable, it really means a lot to see this come to fruition.
You were one of the first members?
I was the first college graduate out of this club.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
For decades, Lee led the world's largest full-service restaurant company with over 1,800 restaurants, 180,000 employees, and billions of dollars in annual revenue. And he did it with integrity and compassion. He believes that's the only sure way to build a sustainable business.
What's happening here today is just reaffirmation that the good way works, and a good way has great benefits for community and company.
Eatonville is a town with an important past. It was here that acclaimed American author Zora Neale Hurston grew up. And now, more than ever, it's a town with a promising future, thanks to companies like Darden and men like Joe R. Lee.
He's a really special person, and we all care about him in many ways. And he just wants the best for us.
Joe R. Lee and Darden Restaurants putting their names, their resources, and their reputations behind the youth of America, providing an opportunity to not only be good, but be great.